Rin Itoshi breaks into the under 20 penalty area right in front of the goal, but he dribbles further ahead to the side of the goalpost. With the position, Rin's shooting angle will be worsened, especially since he's shooting with his left foot, but that was his intention all along. He shoots with his left, trying to emulate Sai's goal. The ball heads above the keeper, scraping off his finger and deflecting off the goalpost. Yukimiya retrieves the loose ball. This is the perfect scenario because this was the same attack pattern that they practiced. As Yukimiya takes the defender one-on-one, Isagi becomes visible to the defender, and as Neru moves to guard Isagi, the space left is wide open for Yukimiya, who shoots the ball aiming for the corner of the net. IQ anticipates this and swiftly moves to block the ball. Nice shot. Darai goes to clear the ball, but Otoyo rushes in ahead before him. Rin's play was what enabled this situation. Now that we've broken down our opponent's formation, we can reap the fruits of their labour. Otoyo strikes the ball, but Kazuma stops the shot with his face. This is my chance. As the ball falls back down from the air, while the defenders try to stop him, Nagi tricks them by pretending to shoot, but he instead traps the ball. I'm bringing it in, a tap lift, and a jumping turn. Nice to meet you, Japan. I'm Nagi Seishiro. Nagi scores an epic trap shot goal, tying the score of the game to 1-1. The spectators' roaring cheers fill the stadium due to the super goal scored just now. I see, the only thing on their minds is scoring, so this is Blue Lock. If you get drawn in, it's destructive indeed. The commentators are left perplexed by that shocking goal and by the individual known as Nagi Seishiro. They note that the crowd in the stadium is split between joy and bewilderment, and they wonder if the Blue Lock project actually succeeded. The president of the JFU is left furious. Isagi and Chigri jump on Nagi to celebrate his goal, and the other players look on at him with good spirit. Unri is happy that Blue Lock was able to tie the game, but she asks Ego why their offensive strategy worked this time around as opposed to before. And Ego tells her not to get carried away by that goal, because strikers should be able to capitalize on a 50-50 chance of scoring. The play before that goal was the most critical one. Rin's improvisation was the origin of that goal. Ego tells Henri that all of the selections he put them through thus far have trained their capacity to improvise. Creating chemical reactions is one example of improvising. However, it goes deeper than that. When one moves towards an objective, things rarely go according to plan. Whatever's written in textbooks and manuals may be textually correct, but out in the reality of the field, it's nothing more than an abstract theory. And when one's strategy doesn't go as planned, panic will start to ensue, and the person will find comfort in their source of failure and then waste time revisiting their approach. Such is the mindset of a loser. But a winner sees a challenge to win. Your plans fall apart even if the path you take isn't the ideal, as long as you don't lose sight of the objective. Your situation will become just another challenge. That's the mindset necessary for improvising. Now you understand, Henri. Blue Lock doesn't need an average Joe who waits around for orders. What we want are the egoists who can discover their own challenges. Itoshi Rin moved towards that challenge faster than anyone else, and Isagi Yoichi was right behind him. Isagi Yoichi is the key to Rin's awakening. Isagi reflects on the sequence of plays that led up to that goal, and he now realizes that the goal could have been scored between Yukimiya, Otoyo and Nagi, but they were each able to use their weapons respectively because the under 20 defense fell apart, and Rin Itoshi was responsible for all of that. Isagi tells Rin that it was unfortunate that he didn't score despite the great play, but Rin replies telling him to shut up and that there's no point unless he scores. You stuck to me like to a shoe when we were in the middle of the field, but as soon as we got close to the goal, you peeled off looking for your chance in the spotlight. And is that bad? No, it's great. We're devouring each other to achieve our objectives. This distorted relationship is how you and I should be. I see. It's this sense of distance that creates these unpredictable plays. Rin and I pose a great threat to the opponent. There's no need to play nice. Fight for the sake of my goals alone. The game restarts with only 15 minutes left in the first half. Sai has the ball and Rin confronts him, telling him it's been a long time and he didn't even say hi. this game isn't for you, it's a game for me to surpass you. The two brothers clash with each other, setting the stadium in amazement. Sai performs hyperspeed scissors before charging towards Rin. The younger Itoshi brother keeps up, but then Sai shifts the ball to his other foot before Rin can catch up and moves past him. Rin quickly reacts, contesting with Sai for the ball. Isagi calls out to Rin to back him, but Rin yells at Isagi, telling him to not get in the way. This is a fight between brothers. Rin struggles to keep Sai at bay and he moves the ball away from Rin's incoming tackle. As Sai shields the ball and turns, Rin is still able to stay right on him and he won't let him get away. Sai dribbles the ball and he tells Rin, so long as you're still hung up on being my brother, you'll never be able to surpass me. Sai does a crossed elastico, nutmegging Rin in the process and breaking through. The under-20 forwards start moving upwards in droves, and Oryu tells Nico to stay vigilant on the defense. Nico then remembers the conversation he had with Ego about why he was chosen as the starting centre-back for the under-20 team. He says to Ego that it's because of his vision. As someone capable of grasping the state of the field, your formidable ability to read will serve as Blue Lock's watchtower. Using his watchtower vision, he focuses not on the player who has the ball, but the other players around them. By locating the pass and locking onto it, Nico runs to the receiver, who is Sendo, and he assesses that the pass has a backspin on it, making it easier for the receiver to get. Nico is aware that this is a trap, with the purpose of dragging him out and making him break the formation, which will allow Sendo to get past the defensive line. Nico dashes in and acts as if he fell for it, and he stops, and just as the ball bounces off Sendo's foot, he intercepts the pass, eliminating the threat completely. Korosu gets a hold of the loose ball just in time for the counter-attack. By watching game footage and playing against them, Korosu has observed that the under-20 defense is comprised of three things. First, Hayate is the first player that comes in to press when Team Blue Lock is in possession of the ball. Second, their best defenders are in the back within their designated areas, which forms their iron wall defense. With the lack of weak spots, Korosu passes the ball to Otoya. The two of them do quick one-touch passes to try and shake off Darai. Third, IQ steps in. Korosu predicted this from the start, and with Otoya serving as a distraction, he passes the ball over to the fastest legs in Blue Lock, Chigri Hyoma. Chigri sprints through the field, pushing himself more with acceleration. IQ reacts to Chigri and runs in to stop him, and Chigri acknowledges the captain's superior spatial awareness, but on the right side of the pitch, the speedster has the advantage. Chigri tenses his leg muscles, ready to run straight to the destination. He dashes past IQ, slicing through the under-20 captain's total defense. As he reaches the corner of the pitch, he searches for an open man and he finds Korosu, who positions himself near the goal area. Chigri crosses the ball to him, but just as he's about to reach it, Sai Itoshi clears it away from the assassin to the shock of Korosu. Rin gets the intercepted ball, and just as he plans to shoot, IQ is there to lock him down. I underestimated Blue Lock. Even if they're a team of strikers, I assumed in the end they'd just be a bunch of high schoolers. But I was wrong. Every single one of these Blue Lock players, their only desire is to change their fates with their own goals. They are starving beasts. Isagi is behind IQ, calling out to Rin. IQ has caught on to their trick. The two of them are planning to get past him with a 2-on-1. Rin pretends to pass to Isagi, but he quickly shifts gears, using him as a decoy. IQ knows that Rin's dominant leg is his right one, and he speculates that Rin will try to copy Sai again by shooting with his left, and if that's the case, the shot will fail because of the lack of power and accuracy. So IQ plans to completely disable Rin's right side by only leaving his left side wide open. IQ follows Rin and assesses that given his shooting form, he won't be able to shoot with his right, but Rin kicks a long curved shot with his right foot, giving the ball an outside spin. Rin scores the second goal for the Blue Lock 11, making the score 2-1. Isagi is hyped up by Rin's goal and runs to celebrate with him, but Rin moves out of the way just as Isagi tries to grab him. The captain reminds his teammates that they only have 5 minutes left in the first half, and it's up to all of them to secure the score. Isagi is excited and says that he will score the next goal. Aiku apologizes to his teammates for allowing Rin to score. Kazuma tells him not to sweat it if he couldn't stop him. Aiku replies saying that Rin's play there shows that he's truly Sai's brother. Sai confronts Sendo and asks him just how many times he's gonna keep on missing, and he says to him that it's his fault that they're losing because he didn't score when he should have, calling him a piece of striker. Sendo frustratingly tells him that he shouldn't be the only one that needs to be blamed. This isn't about pinning the blame on you. When someone creates an opportunity for you, this is what they're saying: score a goal. If we lose this match, the members of the under-20 will have their positions hijacked by Blue Lock, right? Well, not that I care. The under-20 team start pulling themselves together and proclaim that they don't want the game to end like this. So you're finally feeling the pressure, you damn pushovers. Let's go, you guys. Think of these last 3 minutes in the first half as though they're all we've got left. The game restarts with only 3 minutes left in the first half, and this time the under-20 players have significantly increased their numbers up front, with Sai at the center of the playmaking. Isagi notices that the energy they're playing with is different. They're playing with desperation. Sai passes the ball through the wing, and Isagi and Bachara are there to guard him. Blue Lock's strategy for the closing stages of a game is very simple. During the last 5 minutes of a half, Nagi will stay up top by himself, while the rest of the players fall back to defend. This is Blue Lock's answer to compensate for the lack of defense they have. Cho calls out to Kitsune for a pass. Nico runs in to stop him, but he shoots the ball just before Nico's tackle. That tackle affected the shot trajectory, allowing Gagamaru to save the shot. There's 1 minute left and Sai Itoshi has the ball at his feet. Isagi and Bachara surround Sai, and the midfielder effortlessly dribbles between the both of them and crosses the ball to an open space for Sendo. Just before Sendo could reach the ball, Rin appears behind him and calls him lukewarm. Rin cuts off Sai's pass. Don't get in the way. What an annoying little brother. Sai shoots the loose ball, and as the ball soars past all of the Blue Lock players and towards the goal, Ryu manages to stop the ball in the nick of time to prevent a potential equalizer. The first half is over. Blue Lock safely secured their lead, and the game now goes to halftime. Hi guys, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. This video took a bit longer to make because I basically summarized 5 chapters in one video, so it's a bit of a mad one, innit? But if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and stay blessed.